Hello, folks. Welcome back to our show today. As you know, it is the 14th February. It is Valentine's Day, and we'll present you a very special signature segment that gives you all the food. We're going to give you dessert preferences for you in this special day. So we're going to start You Masak Valentine's Edition. So today we will make a special dish, like a dessert, by the way, for Valentine's Day that you can enjoy with your loved ones, your family, or by yourself. Because first and foremost, you have to love yourself with the one and only Chef Arsyan Dwianto right here. He's such a regular in the C Morning Show. Of course, today is a very special day. We're not gonna cook, but we're gonna bake, and that's your specialty. What are we gonna bake for today?
Okay, so we're gonna make two things today.
Okay.
One, I have here a chocolate entremet, chocolate strawberry entremet.
Okay.
And we're gonna glaze it and decorate it here.
All right.
And then we're also gonna make cake pops.
There you go. In the shape of a heart, by the way.
In the shape of a heart, because it's Valentine's Day. Okay, let's start.
Okay, so we're gonna do this one first. It's already made by Chef Arsyan, by the way. So what does this consist, by the way?
So the outer layer is a chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
And there's a chocolate sponge.
Chocolate sponge.
Strawberry jelly.
All right.
And then I also use some nuts for texture, hazelnuts.
All right.
Okay.
So this is a little bit frozen, by the way, because it's
a bit frozen.
Mousse, right? Okay.
Okay, so I have this like a red burgundy colored glaze.
Nice for Valentine's Day.
Okay, so let's start glazing.
Yes.
It's very nerve-wracking, even if I've done it like a few times. Okay.
Why is that so? Because like it's
very like temperature dependent. You have to make sure like the temperature is just right.
Right.
If it's too thick, it's gonna set too quickly.
Right.
But then
you
if
don't
it's
want
too
that.
runny,
right.
it's also gonna just drip all over the cake.
Right.
So I'm judging the temperature by eye. I'm gonna knock it a few times just to make sure the top is level.
Right. It's very smooth level too, if you guys can see on top.
So this is the recipe for a mirror glaze.
Okay, yes,
And what makes it shiny is there's condensed milk, there's gelatin, and gelatin is the setting agent. And now, while it's still frozen, this is the very nerve-wracking also, we have to move it to the cake board.
All right.
So we're gonna decorate on cake board. And I'm just gonna like...
I'm also very nervous.
Like we can just roll it around. Oh, there's a leaf here. We can just roll it around so the excess gelatin, it doesn't drip all over the place.
Right, so you're taking all of this drips away before you're gonna put it on the plate.
Okay, so this is my technique. You use like a V shape in your spatula.
Ooh, okay.
And then let's just...
Oh, I love that smooth. I've always been kind of curious how you make this kind of cake, because I remember about a year ago, people were like making it. They make a little like a planet's universe, or like with all the colors. It's something that you can do at home, right?
Yeah, you can do this at home. Like all the ingredients are readily available. It doesn't need that much unique ingredients.
All right.
And now just to cover the sides, I'm gonna sprinkle it with some of the sponge.
So this is chocolate sponge, by the way.
Yeah.
Chocolate sponge, or like it's a very basic cake that you can make. Is it chocolate or vanilla? So you can use other things too, just to decorate this, correct?
Yeah, you can use like a ring, like a tempered chocolate ring.
Right.
If you want to make it more fancy.
Yes.
But
I know, Chef Arsyan, you're very rustic, right? That's like your
I like
style.
Rustic.
And that's where we're going right now. We're gonna aim for that.
Yep. Okay, so this is just also to cover the drips in the bottom, makes it look.
So if someone wants to make a very special Valentine's Day, even for themselves, and they want to make their own cake, they don't want to buy it in a shop, do you think this particular cake is quite more on the easy, medium, or advanced for you to make
I would say just a basic entremet would be around medium.
All right,
but
even for the basic entremet, it's like a medium.
It's a medium, yeah.
Scale, right?
It takes so much time.
Right.
You have to make everything in advance. The chocolate mousse has to freeze.
So it takes time.
It takes so much time.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna decorate a little bit. Of course, so it's fancy. We have some real gold
Why
leaf
not, guys?
here.
That is Valentine's. Fancy.
It's Valentine's Day, only the best. Okay, so you'll be very careful because this is very thin.
So I just want
Like, I'm just
people
gonna...
can see. There you go.
Okay, I'm just gonna flake some over there.
Oh, that's how you do it.
They're
These
very
are
delicate.
edibles,
These
right?
are edible.
Yeah.
These are real gold sheets, and they're very fragile. That's why you're gonna be very, very careful with them.
Can you find these
There you
like
go.
in a local cake store here in Jakarta or even in India? Or is it that you need to get it from elsewhere?
These ones are already pretty readily available here. People have been using this for quite some time, so you should be able to find this in a regular cake shop. I mean, like a baking shop.
What is that made though? You were saying it's gold. It's made of what actually?
It's like actual gold.
It's actual gold.
It's like a gold sheet. So it's like, to be honest, I don't know the exact process of how they make it, but then this is like actual gold, and it's gonna come in and come out exactly the same.
Ah, all right.
And
again, what we need to be in particular is that it is edible, so it's safe for you to eat it. And we've seen a lot of cakes using these kind of gold, what did you call that, gold?
Gold leaf.
Gold leaves in their cakes. It makes it more just a little more divine, I think, more elegant, just ump it up.
And I'm just gonna put some crumble on top.
Okay.
Just so that I can put the logo here.
Right. That's,
I'm gonna put it.
That's your, it has to, it resembles you. There you go, it's really nice.
And the A. And just for some green, I'm gonna put some thyme also, because strawberry, thyme, I think it also works well together.
Really? Who would have thought
Strawberry
like herbs? Yeah, herbs. And also a dessert can combine together. And I just love how you like to decorate it. I think people has their own personal ways to decorate a cake. But this way, this is, again, Chef Arsyan is very rustic kind of feeling. I felt like this is me going to a garden in London somewhere and me just enjoying the Valentine's Day. It seems like that.
Okay, so I guess that's pretty much done. I mean,
love it.
Super fast in the finishing.
Right.
And this can last in the fridge for a while, so you can make this in advance.
Okay.
And then just pull it out on the day.
Right, so if you don't have any time. But how much if the time that you have to make it for today, how long was it for you to take for the process itself?
Definitely the longest process is freezing the cake.
Okay,
Because the chocolate mousse needs to set completely.
Right.
So that one's gonna take at least 24 hours.
All right, there you go. So, I mean, if you're a professional, then you gotta do it on the weekend.
But, so if you don't have 24 hours, you can just make these.
Yes.
So, we're gonna make cake pops.
And usually cake pops are like this little round on a stick.
Yeah,
but you make it very, very unique. A little bit bigger and a heart shape.
Do we have an example here?
All right.
So let me just show you one.
What's the ingredients for the chocolate cake pop though, Chef?
So,
what did you use here?
It's the leftover crumbs from the chocolate. Because there's a circular disc here, right? And the others, we just crumble it up.
And then you shape it into a heart?
No, because if this you shape it to a heart, it's gonna crumble. It's gonna crumble too much. So we mix it. I mix it with like melted dark chocolate, some hazelnut paste, some strawberry jam, and you can mix whatever you want just to make it like a moist sand consistency. And then you can shape it into a heart.
Or into a heart. So let's say if someone doesn't have that in their home right now, can they make it from like a chocolate sponge cake and then shape it into a heart? Can this be applicable too? All right.
I use a chocolate heart mold. That's why it's like they're uniform. Okay, so I'm gonna glaze it with like a white chocolate pink glaze.
All right.
That.
So we're gonna start the glazing right now. We're gonna decorate it.
And as it's dripping down, you're gonna grab some.
So you needed to do it fast because it really hardens fast, right?
Yep. And see, you can just make some nice design. And then.
So while Chef Arsyan is doing that, I want to show you guys, actually Chef has already made one right here. This was not in the freezer, by the way. He just made it outside. But then the glazing.
The glaze sets
really fast in a somewhat cold temperature because our studio is kind of cooler.
So it sets really fast.
Right? It sets really fast right here if you guys can see the difference. So that is without any freezer, a little cooler space if you have it, and boom, you got yourself a very nicely decorated cake pop in the shape of a heart.
And it's definitely nice to get the kids around, like such a communal building.
That's right.
And if there's like some glaze that I missed, you just do it again.
All right, so there you go. Can I try one, Chef? Okay, you're gonna do that one, I'll do this one. So we're gonna share this. Okay.
So this is actually two different glaze recipes.
Okay, yes.
This one is the one that's gonna harden which is based from melted dark chocolate.
This one?
Melted white chocolate, sorry.
Yes.
And cocoa butter.
Okay.
And it's gonna set at the room temperature. Whereas this one is gelatin based.
So you need to.
It's not gonna become hard to the touch.
Yes.
It's gonna be like kind of like springy, like a jelly.
Oh right. And then with the mousse itself. So
Yeah.
chef, can you put this? Can you dunk it?
Yes.
Or you need to...
That's also possible, but I think you just risk it like sinking.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want to try it at
Yeah,
home, why
you can
not?
try it.
So you can just pour it, or you can dunk it.
You can try to dunk it if you're a risk taker.
Are you trying? All right. Are you daring me right now, chef? Are you daring me? All right.
Okay.
Oh, please don't be mad at me, okay? All right, ready?
Let's see.
I'm gonna dunk it because chef said we can dunk it. Ready? 1, 2.
Oh.
Oh, yay! Okay, I need to drizzle just a little bit more because you need to be all over. So yes, you can.
You can
Why
dunk
not?
it.
Why not? Whatever
Okay.
your heart desire. So you want to use this one, chef?
Sure.
All right. So can I use the white chocolate
Yes,
too?
but see how it's already a bit hardened?
Right.
Yeah, you can just stir it a little bit. Maybe
Okay.
drizzle it.
All right. So I'm gonna do this.
And I'm gonna try one with the gelatin-based glaze also.
Would it taste different? Of course.
It's more of an aesthetic, like just aesthetic purposes. Cause see, this one remains shiny.
Right.
Whereas
it's
that
very
one
different.
is very different. This one's gonna, it's a very shiny mirror glaze.
There you go. I got like a dollop here and there.
There, I'm gonna cover that part.
All right. Can I use the chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Yeah. I'm gonna have like someone's gonna eat my cake and they're gonna get their tooth cracked. So sweet tooth. But why not? It's a Valentine's Day. You're gonna make yourself very happy. Oh, I love that glaze though. It's very different.
Yeah, the color's different, and I think this resembles more of like a lipstick color. I think it's very like somehow very.
It's more
sensual.
avant-garde, if you can say.
And we have some gold, what do you call it? I don't know, pebbles maybe?
Yeah. It's like little round balls. All right.
Yeah, I think this tip for guys. I think this is a very romantic thing to do with your.
Why not?
loved
It's
ones,
easy too, right? Because it's better, of course. I mean, it is much more easier. Maybe the taste is much more better if you go to a cake shop. But boys, gentlemen,
This is so fun.
yeah, if you would make it for your loved ones, this is gonna steal
This is
your
definitely
lady's heart. They're gonna love you for this. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Nice.
So, of course, you're seeing we're having a lot of fun right here, but Chef Arsyan has already prepared the recipe for you. So this is the chocolate strawberry entremet first. There you go. I mean, you need a little bit of more hours for this cake for you to assemble, but if you have the time, why not? All right. Yes, I was thinking of that.
Nice.
And then we do have for the cake, only for the cake. All right. So there you go. Sometimes you see that on social media and you think, oh, why it's so hard to make, but it's not.
It's actually not that hard. I'm gonna try to show it to the camera. Maybe.
Yes, please.
You guys can see that.
Can you see the cake by Chef? But that one's a little bit runny.
It's very shiny.
I love that. And I'm gonna do mine until.
There you go.
You know what mine is called? It's called Wild Child, by the way. And you'll see why mine is a wild child. Oh, all right, so this is mine. Are you ready? Hey!
I think dipping is actually a very like because I think if you dip it like it can be more even and
Right, isn't it? You got everything all in. I was just a little bit scared because you dared me, but I love this.
That's such a great idea.
And again, like you said though, Chef, this is something that you can do activities with your family and with your loved ones. This is so much fun.
It's so much
the
fun.
kids can be involved in this. I mean, even like your
Grandmas.
spouses. Yeah, you make a big family
Bring
dinner.
the whole family.
And then you can enjoy this right away. And what I love about this, it hardens quite fast.
Quite fast.
So you just make it and you put it aside for a little bit. You're gonna have your own quality time and then you can have your dessert together. I love this so much. We have to show this, by the way, of your cake. There you go.
There you go.
So, Chef, thank you so much for, being here with us on your Valentine's Day.
Of course.
Love the Valentine ensemble. You and the cake all intertwined together.
Same theme.
Yes. So, again, just to make the ganache, or what do you call this? Not the ganache, the glazing.
The glaze, yes.
There's different typical of glazes, right?
Yes, there's one that's gelatin based. There's one that's melted chocolate based.
This one's the melted chocolate?
Yes, that one's gonna harden
Quite fast?
Quite fast.
Yes.
And the gelatin one is gonna stay pretty shiny
Right.
and like springy.
Yes.
And I think they're both great, like just on their own. Like it just depends on which aesthetic you prefer.
Right.
Either you want shiny ones.
And the thing is, it's much more easier, I think, with the chocolate melted because who doesn't have a chocolate? At home, you just
Yeah, you
melt
have melted
those.
chocolate,
And then you can get ready to glaze this cake because for the chocolate cake or the chocolate sponge, everybody has it in the cupboard. So why not make yourself some cake pops or this cake, better you just buy it at Chef Arsyan's, because, it's ready, very well made, professionally and whatnot. But the cake pops, you can definitely
This is
enjoy with your
definitely, you
loved
can
ones.
make this at home.
Exactly.
And we can transfer to a cake board.
There you go, to make it beautiful, put it in the platter, love it. So anyways, Chef Arsyan, thank you very much. Happy Valentine's
Thank
Day
you.
again
Happy
to
Valentine's Day.
So make these love cakes for you, for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, and I'm sure everyone's gonna feel the love. All right, guys, we're up for another show break. In the meantime, don't forget to follow our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and also YouTube at See Today News. Don't go anywhere. See Morning Show will be back. It is the Valentine edition. I'm gonna have the cake.